Hey guys, I know I haven't done. I know I missed my last week's review, and that's just because my internet's been on the fucking fritz ever since the three weeks ago. I think it's bullshit. They keep giving us bullshit excuses and stuff, and they basically are saying that it's not their fault that the internet is slow, even though it is. I've uploaded eight. I did an 8-part VHS update, and it put up about 2 videos in 3 days, and every time I try to put a new one up it says error, so I hope it allows me to upload this one. The tape I'm going to review today, and you can actually buy a bootleg of this really cheap. You can actually buy a bootleg of my tape at eurodigitalcinema.com, and I'll probably put clips up around it. You can find clips around the internet and stuff of this, but it's just a ridiculously rare film. It is Ogroff, the Mad Mutilator, aka just Mad Mutilator. That's why its real title is Mad Mutilator, but the different releases of it. There's this one on the American Video label. It's a French tape, French shot on, I'm assuming Super 8 gore film. It's absolutely insane. But there's this version, and then there's the Ogroff Axe Monster release, and then there's the Ogroff Blood Zone release, which Blood Zone is the rarest. And that's really saying something, because this tape right here, I hate bragging what tapes cost if it's a high price. Like if I got a really rare tape for a good price, like $1, like if I got, well, I'll give you an example, $150 tape for $1, Blood Lake. That's something that you should brag about, but like bragging about getting a rare tape for a very high price, that's not really something that I like to brag about. But anyway, just putting it into perspective of how just absolutely rare this movie is. This is like a 3-figure tape. So yeah, that aside, unless you go to France and you find one in like a thrift shop, you're not gonna get this thing for probably under 3 figures. So your best bet is just go to Euro Digital Cinema and get a bootleg of it, which the guy who sold it to me took a copy of my tape from it. So you'll be watching my tape. This is a CCAM VHS, which is kind of like what HD DVD was over here, an upgrade on DVD. It died out, but the hardest version of this to convert is the French one. There's only a few types of players that'll play it, even with conversion equipment. So, yeah, your best bet is just to get the bootleg. I have a bootleg of it because my tape player can't even play this one. Anyway, the story concerns this sad-looking bastard right here, Ogroff. He basically lives out in the woods, and whenever passerbyers get near his land, he just chops them into little bits and stuff, and feeds them to the zombies living in his crawl space. He kills so many people in this movie. There's probably like 20 or 30 people that he kills in this, not including the zombies. But I think that maybe one of the best parts in it is at the very front of it, he kills like a whole family. That scene's really crazy, and there's a part where he throws he saws the head off of the child and chops the body up to feed to the zombies. And I did a screening of this, which only like a handful of people showed up to, because it was really early and the theater didn't advertise it like they said that they would, which it was my responsibility to. I should have stayed on top of them for it, but still they said they were going to advertise. They said they put up stuff on their website, and they didn't. But like I said, I should have stayed on top of them for that, but they didn't do what they said they would. Kind of annoying, but I don't really care. Because it was really fun to go see it, because 8 people showed up, and it was really fun to be there with just 8 friends just really enjoying this instead of a bunch of people that are like, that movie sucked. So yeah, I mean, like usually like whenever I have fun when I go to the movies, it's just like maybe like 10 people in the theater. That's why you try to go like later, like really late or really early showings. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't like I didn't do it to make money or anything. Like a little bit wouldn't have been bad, especially because I did a double feature this with 555. So a little bit of money to go toward the 555 DVD release. That wouldn't have been bad at all. But for what it was really fun. And watching this in the theater with pretty much just 8 friends or 7 friends. My best friend Jesus, whenever he cut the kid's head off to chop his body up and stuff. He was like, oh, that's fucked up. And then another one of my friends, Taylor, there's a part in this where a bunch of hippies are out in the woods playing chess. Here's one of them right here. This is his fate getting the axe to the face. Now they're playing chess, and instead of attacking them, Ogroff just jumps right for the chessboard and just hacks into pieces. And right then, my friend's like, I fucking hate chess! And it was great. Everyone in there started laughing, and it was really funny. But anyway, just cheesy goodness, and then he meets this woman who reminds him of a girl who we don't know who it is, just maybe his mother, sister, ex-wife. It really doesn't say. There's only like maybe 10 lines of dialogue tops in this, no subtitles, because the film production was so poor they couldn't even afford an audio track. Like, here's an example of like one thing. There's never two soundtracks at once. Either soundtrack with music and then break for your sound effect or your dialogue and then cut back to the music and stuff. It's that cheap. It's literally just hack job, just cut. It's hysterical whenever you watch it. But so anyway, long story short, Ogroff takes her in. Eventually the zombies come out, and the last 20 minutes of the movie is her and Ogroff trying to dispose of the zombies, and then tragedy strikes. And spoiler alert here for the last part of it, because the ending's so ridiculous. I usually wouldn't spoil something like this, but the chance of you guys actually seeing this low unless you go to the website I told you to. But I have to just talk about it, just because even if you haven't heard about it, it's not going to ruin anything. It's just kind of a spoiler for the ending. You've seen someone working on a car, like random cuts of someone like gassing up this really nice like 1940s looking car, and it's this Catholic priest, and it goes off, and Ogroff's attacked by the zombies and turned into one, and his girlfriend is picked up by the Catholic priest, and it turns out the Catholic priest is a vampire. So this movie has it's just pure like Super 8 trash film, slasher film, borderline silent film, zombie film, love story, vampire film, religious propaganda film. It's insane. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen. The theater was pretty much a split time, and it was 4-4. Whenever it comes down to it, I have to say I had seen 555 a lot, and I kind of prefer Ogroff because I like the more violent, shitty aspect to it, because I love Shot on Super 8. I like Shot on Super 8 more than I like Shot on VHS. Still, though, I think maybe seeing 555 in your home is a lot more fun than seeing it on the big screen. Seeing 555 on the big screen, because you can actually make fun of that one. 555 at least tries to be serious, and a lot of the people, like I said, it was a tie. Half of them really love 555, because it was more serious and actually had dialogue in it, and half of them loved Ogroff more because it was just so goofy and slapstick and just out there and retarded. But I have to say that of those two, I think that 555 was probably a better movie, but as far as like fun to watch, just for like the sheer like just being able to just tear it to shreds because it's so horrible, Ogroff. Because 555 is actually a good movie in my opinion. But long story short, if you haven't seen or heard of this, it's understandable. In fact, I'll be surprised if anyone else has, unless you've been collecting tapes for a long time, because I've been looking for this for a while, and I couldn't even find a bootleg. I couldn't even find a torrent of this, and I've been looking for it for like a year. So yeah, whenever one popped up on eBay, I started cutting a deal with the guy like first 2 days it was up. I just started cutting deals with him and stuff, and I bought a lot of tapes from the guy. He's a super nice guy. Whenever I finally get my videos up, I'll elaborate on it. But yeah, I hope this video actually goes up. If not, then I don't know what the fuck. But it's starting to really piss me off because the internet's fucking stupid. But anyway, Ogroff the Mad Mutilator. Check it out if you really like just pure shit. Go to EuroDigitalCinema.com to order a copy of my tape.